Paul, a difficult game today continues our unbeaten start to the Northern League. A 2-1 win over Penrith. To start with, your reaction?
Where do we start with that one? I think really tough 90 minutes for us, but I think we're over the moon really with 3 points, because from large majorities of the game, we weren't great. After we spoke to the lads after Tuesday night about going again, and the performance, like Steve said the other night, the performance is probably as good as we've had since we've been here on Tuesday night. So I think we spoke probably Thursday in regards to a couple of lads away today, and a couple of changes, a couple of lads who hadn't played over the last 3 or 4 weeks coming into play. We thought it would be tough today, and it was in the end. But we're actually over the moon really with those 3 points, because we just all been speaking about it there in terms of, I think last season we don't win that game, but the lads, to be fair to them, went goal down after 5 minutes into the second half and showed really good character, good resilience. Will be great, no, but those types of games we've got to just go and win them, and we've done that today. Me, Steve and Chopper are over the moon with 3 points today, so yeah, can't ask for much more really.
Yeah, you said on the way to do this today that it's a game today we've won that we wouldn't have won a year ago. What do you think the difference is, do you think, from a year ago to today?
I just think we've got a bit, I think shown today, the strength and depth of our squad is good. Lads have come in there and done well, but we've got a little bit more extra, I think, in the forward areas. I think this season to go and win that game. Jack wasn't great, and we told him that after the game, but a little bit of magic has created the second goal really, and Cole's come on and got his 2 goals, and Cole's now the top scorer in the league, and he's just there's no one better in and around the box than Cole. Look at his 2 goals, all within the 6-yard box. So that's what we missed last year, and I think that's what we've got. We looked a lot more solid defensively as well. Give a poor goal away, yes, but I thought they didn't really create anything apart from flung a few long balls in. But we spoke again. We go back to speaking them before the game, but we just didn't start well, and we said at the end it's always difficult to get yourselves out of that when you don't start well. It's always difficult then to try and catch up, but in the end we're over the moon with those 3 points.
You've already said about Cole Keenan. I think that takes him to 8 goals for the season already, 7 or 8 goals. Last season's top scorer got 9. How important is it, do you think, to have that goal scorer?
You do. Any successful team does, and if we want to be successful this year, we need a Cole Keenan and Jason Blackburn to score 20 plus, 25 plus goals for us to be in the top 6. You probably look at all the teams that probably got promoted or they're in the top 6 last year. I bet their centre forwards got 20 plus goals. So Cole's great in the box. We've got Jack Owen and Jack wide plays. So Cole's great in the box. I've had Cole for the last couple of years in terms of when he was at Middlesbrough with me, and obviously that's why I brought him here, because I knew when he's fit and we can get players around him that'll create chances for him. He'll definitely score goals, and he's had a great start of the season. He's just got to keep it going now.
And today's man match was given to Jordan Field, and what do you think made Jordan stand out today?
I just think he had a little 20-minute spell in the second half where where we talk about leaders, and I think that difference between last year is we've got a lot more leaders in the team. He just led us really, got his team on the front foot, and he had a 20-minute spell in the second half where he went, right, I'm going to sort this out, and he did, and he's been great. He's been crying out for probably a midfielder like Jordan, probably for the last couple of years, and we're over the moon. He decided to come and sign for us, and he just gets better with each game. And brought Joe in as well, who complements him well in terms of Joe's really good on the ball and ticks us over well. So yeah, good partnership in there. So Jordan's been great, and hopefully we'll keep that going. And
finally, Paul, we now look ahead to Wednesday night, hosting Towlaw, the second of 3 home games in 8 days. How do the squad look ahead of that game?
Yeah, we should have a few back. JJ will be back. He was away today. So Lee Bowes, which great news with Lee Bowes. We think he's going to be okay for Wednesday night now. So we feared the worst when he did it, but hopefully he's been good for Wednesday. And then obviously Jason back from his ban, so we should be good. Yeah, but I want to make this place a fortress. I want teams to come here and fear coming here, and that's what we've got to do. And that's a big thing we spoke to the lads about, being our home game, our home record and home games have got to be good, and we've got to make sure that we win games at home. And gets the fans in, great crowd in again today. So you know, if we win games at home, the fans will come in even more in the numbers. So a good day, 3 points. Didn't play brilliantly today, but really good 3 points again.
Jordan, a 2-1 win today continues our league unbeaten start. What were your thoughts on today's game?
I think everyone knows it was sloppy from the first whistle. Really, we didn't come out the traps. Not like us really, because on Tuesday we were from the off we were absolutely fantastic. So it was a bit surprising, but I think we underestimated Penrith a little bit. You know, the quality came up on Tuesday, Wigan top of the league, unbeaten in 5. These have lost 4-1. We thought that's going to be an easy ride, but when these turned up, you can tell that they're a fighting team. So caught us by surprise, and we were near enough shocked in first half. Really, Belly got us in half time. Said to a few people, even myself and the midfield, is just not good enough. Second balls, and we came out second half, and I thought, yeah, we still went anywhere near our level, but we turned up in the second half. Won second balls, won first balls. Even when we went 1-0 down, we showed character. And I've spoken to a few of these, and they're saying last year we might have lost that game, you know. So it's a good sign to lose, not playing well. So it's a good. In the end, we're not really happy, but we're happy with the win. So that's it, yeah.
Sometimes you got to win ugly, haven't you? Obviously new to the club, joined from quite an impressive young Crook side last year.
Full of energy.
Yeah, exactly. That impressed us certainly in the 2 games that we played. How do you feel about being at Guisborough, particularly a newly contracted player as well? So committed your future for the next certainly this season to the club. How do you feel about being at Guisborough, Sam?
Well, brought me in with open arms straight away, even from pre-season games. I thought first 2 games, the welcoming being sometimes it can be hard from a new club to find your feet. But I thought from the first game, everyone was welcoming. The club's a great club, you know, family club as well. So it was all good from the first off, really. And we've had a great start to the season, so obviously unbeaten in the league, and you can't ask for it much more, really. We have to keep this home at this ground. We want to keep it a fortress, so hopefully it continues. Yeah,
definitely a great start and great to have you on board. Finally, Jordan, you know, early on the season, 6-7 games underway. What are your hopes personally, and you know, for the club for the season ahead?
Yeah, personally, I want to play mostly every game. You know, I haven't really been thinking about injuries over the past few years, so touch wood, no injuries. I want to be a big part of this club in the league. I think collectively, we want to be in that top 6, you know, but pushing really that top 4, top 3, and see how we go. Because we had a great start. We've had some tough games, haven't we, away?
Yeah.
Farnaby, West was a great game. But then on the other hand, we've had some games where we haven't been at our best, but we haven't lost the game. That's a good sign. So really, I want to be obviously in the top half. I would say top 5, and then see if we can push on from there. Try to get promotion. Yeah. And that's everyone's aim. Oh, you want to be at this club. I think that's what from the committee. Everyone's striving that ambition.
Yeah, definitely a positive start. Jordan, great to have you on board. Thank you very much for your time.
Cheers.